Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with a 2014 Morgan freewheeler. Now this has a 285 horsepower, 166 pounds-feet of torque from a 1.3 litre turbocharged inline 4 engine, and the car itself weighs 1,394 pounds. It can do 0 to 16 5.744 seconds, 0 to 114.102 seconds, and it can go on to a top speed of 165 miles an hour. So yeah, not all that hopeful about this car, quite frankly, because it doesn't have all that much power compared to other cars on this series. But even though it doesn't have all that much power, it's still more than 200 horsepower than it had originally, and it's all going through that really rather thin and singular wheel at the back. And yeah, it's the second worst car we've ever had on the Extreme Off-Road Silly Builds. So yeah, that's why I've got my leaderboard firmly scrolled down towards the bottom, along the likes of the Reliant Supervan and the Holden FX Ute. So yeah, but if it can exceed my expectations of not coming bottom, then yeah, I'll be pleased, but really not expecting it. So let's see what it can do. So it's got those really thin tyres at the front. As you can see, completely struggling for grip off the line there. And hints of understeer already. And obviously it does have the advantage of being lightweight, so that's hopefully going to help in some regards. Certainly help in terms of braking. Less weight obviously means less momentum to slow down. I'm not sure how the lack of weight is going to help on this jump. Obviously it's got weird suspension compared to other cars, but it seemed to have handled it there okay. So yeah, by no means one of the quickest cars we've had, as you can see. In fact, I think it's one of the few D-Class cars that we've actually had. I'm not sure whether or not the Reliant Supervan was in D-Class, but this certainly is. And didn't even get to 100 mile an hour there. That's probably one of the slowest cars we've had. And at 1 minute 11.004 though, that is not the slowest car in terms of lap time though. That is actually ahead of a few cars at the bottom, so yeah, maybe things are looking up. But yeah, we're not going to be setting any records with this car, that's for sure. It's on the whole relatively smooth. There is some understeer, as you can see. Whoa, sudden oversteer there. So unlike the Reliant Supervan with the singular wheel being at the back rather than at the front, it at least means that it's not going to roll over like that Reliant did, which is one reason why that car's right at the bottom. Just could not put the power down while going around a corner. Slight improvement there. 1 minute 10 seconds, .571. Change out the stock V4 engine just because you can't get as much power out of it as you can with this inline 4 engine, which is also from a motorbike, so at least it's got that in common with the original engine. Well, it's hardly spectacular, but it is improving consistently. 1 minute 9.403 seconds there. second plus taken off, which means it's firmly not in the bottom 5, which I guess is some kind of triumph considering the kind of car that it is. And yes, even though this car is from 2014, it is based on a really old design by Morgan, so might be modern in terms of when it was built, but not modern in terms of overall design. No improvement that time, but maybe we'll get some more out of this car with this lap. Well, no. There's no point carrying on then, because it's a dirty lap, and yeah, dirty laps do not count. So yeah, 1 minute, what was it? 9.0403, which puts it ahead of the 1968 Abarth 595, the Mercury Coupe, the Ford Super Deluxe Station Wagon, the Holden FXU, and the Reliant Supervan. So yeah, not in the bottom 5, which is obviously, like I said, a triumph in itself, considering the kind of car that it is. But by no means the quickest car. It's more than a second behind the Mays Manx, and it's far behind the likes of the Jeep Willys MB, the Volvo 1800E, and the Jeep Grand Wagoneer from the previous episode. No, not from the previous episode, sorry. Got that mixed up with Extreme Off-Road Syllables, but it is far behind the previous episode car, the Subaru Brat GL, which was at 1 minute 4.898. But this had a lot more going against it. The design, for instance, and the fact that it didn't have all that much power. But yeah, relatively controllable. Did have some understeer issues, did have some oversteer issues, but on the whole it never had major problems with those two kind of things. They were on the whole easy to you know, negate, and yeah, just quite frankly it's just down to the design and the lack of power that it's not as quick as other cars that, you know, are in the series. So yeah, but as far as weird, you know, kind of cars that are on this game, it's well ahead of the likes of Reliant Supervan and the likes of the Super Deluxe Station Wagon that I guess you could rank this car alongside of. But yeah, not the quickest, you know, new cult classic that's on this game by any means. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.